one and all. First off, I apologize. I really hope this message episode is grounded. We'll see. Doing my best today, feeling a little weird. But I had this message pop in my head either way. I assume it's a message because it's... The way I'm going to describe it is between inspired action and message. This message is like, kind of like a story unfolding. It just starts, and it builds momentum, and then this thing builds to that thing, and I'm just like, you know, I should probably talk about this. Oh yeah. ADHD is also in full bloom today, so be warned. I found out why I'm so drained and tired these past couple of months. My body's been doing some weird stuff, and that's kind of normal. Well, for the thing that's going on anyways. Been talking about my body going through some changes. I'm not hit. Am I hitting a second puberty? Interesting. I've been requiring more sleep. That's kind of why in my last video, or 2 or 3 videos ago, I forget that I've already posted a few by the time I'm recording this. I said I'm slowing down the consistency of the videos due to me being extremely tired and destroyed and like wrecked. It's not like my job is taking more out of me, which it kind of is. It is a physically taxing job, but that's not what it is, completely. I found out I'm going through ego death. It's been going on for a couple of years, actually. I was hoping it was going to be more instantaneous than this. Nah, it's kind of been a long, drawn-out process. The message behind this is, kind of like that old metaphor that's been way overused. The snake shedding its skin. It's essentially the ego dying. I know I've talked about it a few times on my video. When we say ego dying, it's really just ego integration. It's like, we'll put it this way, we'll imagine the ego's like a version of you. It's not you. A lot of people define themselves as the ego. You're not the ego. It's a part of you. We could even go as far as saying a version of you. But that's unhealed. In my mind, a unhealthy ego, because I don't know many people that have a healthy ego these days. It is the unhealed part of you that basically runs your life in a way. It's the devil on your shoulder kind of thing, if it's unhealed. The thing that says all the bad stuff in my mind. Like, let's say for instance it's connected to your parasympathetic nervous system. If your nervous system is unhealed as well, you feel like you're always under attack. And the ego is the part that's like, yeah, they're trying to, you know, the paranoia, I always view it as negativity. The negative aspects of you that we don't typically look at. I don't know, I felt like turning down my AC would turn down the rain. I need more sleep. But, I don't know how to explain it without painting the ego as a negative thing, because it's not necessarily. But let's go back to the child metaphor. It's essentially an inner version of you that's a culmination or a pile of what I deem as the negative traits. You know, people with an inflato. Boys and girls, come down and get your inflato ego. No, it's a inflated ego. Typically deem themselves very high. Mostly higher than others kind of thing, sometimes. I mean, there's different types of egos, so it's just one example. And that's because it's from a unhealed wound. Perhaps sometime in their childhood or their young adulthood, even their later adulthood, who knows. Perhaps something happened that deflated their ego, so they inflated it themselves, like as compensation. Or, as a child, their egos were inflated immensely, and they never grew out of it. Kind of ideal. So the ego death is kind of going back to that snake metaphor. It's not necessarily dying, because when a snake sheds. I'm gonna say that 5 times fast until I can speak properly. When the snake sheds, it doesn't die. It's actually a healthy shed. For those who don't know, I'm not as super knowledgeable about the topic. But a shake sheds its skin. So that the new juices can get flowing. When a snake does this thing, it's gonna go with that. Apparently I'm having issues with alliteration in it. It's actually healthy because the skin has gotten old. I don't know if it's dirty, it's got bacteria on it because they can't really clean themselves. So their method is shedding the skin. Getting rid of scales. I mean, it does much more than just that. There's numerous reasons it does it, but it's part of nature. And it's actually in a healthy aspect. The snake does it to stay healthy. What a lot of people don't really think about is sometimes it takes them a month or two. It takes energy. Sometimes it happens naturally, and a bunch falls away at once, and it just kind of peels off. It's not always like a clean skinned snake. Kind of like you would imagine. It's not always clean like that. Because the snake actually has, since it doesn't have arms or legs, has to rub up against trees, furniture, anything in the area it can to kind of push and help this skin peel off. And again, it just doesn't happen all in one night. It takes possibly months. Up to the point where they even have flakes left over. I mean, it's a long process. And the snake does it often. So, when I say shedding, it's not... I mean, it kind of is peeling away something to reveal something underneath it. But it's not dying in the aspect of not existing. We're destroying it. No, it's more like you're peeling away something to reveal something underneath. The healthier version of itself. More or less. Going back to the motif though. Some of the snake skin needs help. It doesn't just naturally fall off. I mean, it is 50-50. It is a natural process and it does just fall away. But as I was saying, sometimes the snake needs help. It's got to move its body. It's got to wiggle. It's got to push up against things cause agitation, help it pull the skin off. Clear away all the mucky, gross, nasty shit. I'm sorry, I'm drinking a smoothie for breakfast. So, ego death is really just that child healing through, I want to say, a pinball machine of life. It bounces against dingers, we'll say. The machines that make noise, the ding, 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 ding. I don't actually know the terminology, but they're called dingers now. The pinball bounces against the dinger, and you get points. You, as the player, gets points. That's the goal, is to hit certain dingers and get it in whatever jackpot hole there is. But on the pinball side, you guys don't think about it. I bet you the pinball's in there, holy shit, you know, like bouncing around like a crazy man. We don't ever think about the poor pinballs. The pinball's sitting there being launched against a bunch of metal, plastic surfaces, and that's its goal, is just to smack up against objects. That's literally its life, its purpose. Now, the pinball doesn't grow and doesn't care. It might care, actually, but anyways. As a human, as a person, as an ego, the ego bumps up against these plastic, wooden, metal pieces, cause the agitation, which is the lesson. Say, for instance, my ego gets bruised. Someone does something that upsets me, and it sticks with me for the day. Well, that's rubbing up against a tree. That's rubbing up against a cactus. I don't fucking know. Cactus. It's causing agitation. It's causing movement. Your emotions are flooding. One sec. Your emotions are flooding. You're having an emotional or a physical reaction. And if you're aware, you can learn and analyze and be like, yo, why am I feeling like this? What is causing me to do this? And then you look at the part of yourself, the unhealed child, the ego, and you're like, oh, okay. And then you heal that part of yourself, which can metaphorically fall away like a scale, a skin. That part of you sheds. Or alchemizes, if you want to put it too. You can put it that way too. If you want to start talking about energy. That specific part of you alchemizes and turns into something else. Falls away, sheds, whatever metaphor floats your boat. And doing this emotional work quite literally drains you. It's actually been proven in neurobiology. Thinking causes you exhaustion. It's people who are always in their head, always thinking, it literally takes energy. That's why they say, like, bananas and nuts and stuff are like brain food. Thinking takes energy. And then going through an energetic library, so to speak, of your internal self and sorting through all that information, it's taxing. It takes energy. And then on top of that, you're holding together a 9-to-5 job, you know? It's just like, fuck. I haven't even had energy to draw, game, to even do my videos. Today, again, was a random spur of the moment. I was actually going to turn it into a do stuff day. I was gonna go do laundry, I was gonna get out my computer and sit on it and draw and maybe even play some games, do something. And it rained, which I'm totally cool with. I'm not complaining about the rain. Please do not take away the rain. It's sunny and raining at the same time. Do not take away the rain. But the second the rain kicks in, it's like, oh, I ain't doing shit. That is my excuse for not doing laundry today. It's raining. It's a pretty good damn excuse. It's also a lazy one too, but because technically my stuff fits in a bag. It's not even gonna get rained on. Anyways. Any excuse not to do laundry today. That's what the road I took. We'll get back on track now. And use more metaphors. Yay. After my sermon. Got some strawberry pineapple smoothie. It's actually pretty good. So one more metaphor. It's kind of like the epic hero's journey. D&D. Any anime. Pretty much. A concept, the hero's journey, a concept as old as time itself. It wasn't me, I didn't do it. I swear to God. It wasn't me. You start off... I mean, I talk about this all the time. I actually have a whole D&D series. Start off, you're a noob adventurer. You gotta go fight some monsters, rough yourself up. And do that repeatedly. Repeatedly. Until you either die, or toughen yourself up, and you level up, so to speak. You become tougher, you become a stronger adventurer, and hopefully, being on the path of good, you develop the hero motif, and you always do right and do good and blah blah blah, that perfect, idealistic, whatever you want to call it. Where is that going with this? That's kind of how the ego dies, or sheds. You get through all this crap to gain wisdom, experience, become tougher, and learn. The ego death is basically you just shedding a skin. An old version of yourself that no longer fits. You become wiser, you become stronger. And again, it's work, it's taxing, it kicks your ass a lot. A lot. But then, as the infamous words of Dragon Ball Z abridged, when you get kicked off that horse, get right back up and eat that horse. Truth is, when you're on the hero's journey, you actually can't quit. You become too aware. And you can't stop. You can't stop the growth. Once the growth starts, it's like a bad tumor. So, there's definitely times within my journeys I have to acknowledge I'm tired. I need more rest. I love drawing and I'm beating myself up because, you know, you get on Instagram or you get on YouTube or you talk to friends, people, coworkers, and you see them doing their passion drawing almost every day, and I'm over here like, yo, I haven't drawn in a month, maybe. But I can't. I don't have the concentration. Concentration. Ah, that's a funny one. I didn't mean to say that, but that is pun unintended. My concentration, I gotta remember that one. Anyways. I'm having difficulty sitting still, kind of thing, you know, I'm just so tired. So, you need to listen to your body instead of forcing yourself, give yourself rest. The ego transformation is, it's a tricky process. It's not very clean, it's quite messy, actually. Filled with a lot of, you use another overplayed metaphor. Ups and downs like a roller coaster. Ugh. Roller coaster metaphors. And again, either you have two options: grow or implode. When the ego gets shook, like a tree, kind of like Pokemon. In Pokemon, you could headbutt trees and make Pokemon fall out. Like in the Pokemon games. You'd headbutt a tree and just a random Pokemon would fall out and you'd have an interaction. It's kind of what we're doing, you know, you're shaking the tree and all this shit's falling out. And clean it up and look at it and analyze it and hopefully sort it, or I don't know, I'm kind of done with the metaphors. I can sit here and use metaphor after metaphor, but I'm pretty sure you get the message by now. So, I guess the overall message is, if you're growing as a person, truly actually putting in the work, not just going to work and getting a paycheck. For those of my self-aware, I was gonna say, I'd like a terminology from my community. I tried to think of one before and I think I forgot what it was, but I'll think of it later. It doesn't have to be on the spot, but for all the people who watch my channel and all those who are self-aware and truly actually are trying to become better every day, give yourself some energy, give yourself some time. I'm getting back to the point, having a proverbial spa day, not like actually going to a spa, unless that's your thing. Treating yourself, basically, is just having to become a regular thing I'm doing. There are days where I get worn down, my ego's loud, because sometimes trying to kill it off, it just gets louder. It's like, oh no, I'm drowning, panic more, you know, kind of thing. It is almost a battle within yourself. I don't want to make it sound like that, but it can be related to that. So you gotta weigh or balance the scales and have some good days, have some spa days. I got a smoothie just because I felt like it was the right thing to do. This was not a treat. Taking care of myself is not a treat. Today I was either Taco Bell or Smoothie King. So I did not treat myself, I took care of myself. That is a distinction. So going out and taking care of, or treating yourself, well, is also taking care of yourself. But, wow, my metaphor just kind of fell apart there. Huh. Well, maybe treating yourself is treating yourself. Treating and treating. Man, I hate words today. Maybe treating yourself is treating yourself. I definitely need more sleep. Anyways. Goofish thoughts aside. Go out and do something for yourself. Another spa day. If you're watching this is your message. Go do something for yourself. Go out. It doesn't have to be like the perfect day. I keep setting so much pressure on myself to do a spa day. It's like, alright, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna do this thing, it's gonna be the perfect day ever, and I'm gonna feel so fucking relaxed. And oftentimes it actually doesn't go like that, so then I just kinda have to deal with whatever. And make myself feel better anyways. So it's not try to rigidly plan a spa day, it's do whatever you just feel like. Even if it's sitting up somewhere on your computer for hours. If that's what you feel like doing, fuck it. Just do it guilt-free. Do it without a defensive nervous system. Because there are days when we do that, and you sit there and just want to relax, and then it's like, well, you should do this, and you should do this, and you should do this. That thinking, that's overthinking, taking up your energy. Well, I mean, we have free time. I guess we could be doing laundry right now, or I guess I could be blah-da-da-da-da, and it's like, no. Sit on the couch and do nothing. Don't make it a constant habit. Don't always sit on the couch and do nothing. But by God, today I'm going to sit on the couch and do fucking nothing. So again, this message is just a reflection back to me. But it popped up in my head enough that, like I said, it started forming a message, so I decided to share it. Be easy on yourself. Drink more water. Drink more freaking water. I'm gonna sit here and be a hypocrite. And just be easy on yourself. I know it sucks. Personal growth is demanding. And it also sucks because the people around you don't grow like you do. They just kind of are how they are. So growing doesn't change the people around you. It changes the way you can interact with them. For instance, I've gotten really good at detecting manipulation. I even called my boss out on it one day. I'm just like, yeah, I'm not cool with that. Sorry. You grow, you adapt, you change. For better or for worse. I don't know. Maybe I will have a computer day and stop training. It's already too late for laundry. On a side note, little personal note if you're still watching, as you have noticed, the camera's different. I've got a better quality. I had to upgrade my phone finally. I decided to put in the money. God, I hated that. It's not even the money anymore. I mean, yeah, you work at Dairy Queen, you only get like $9.50 an hour, you know. Paychecks aren't super big. Getting a phone took out like half my paycheck. And I went on cheap end. The low end, I switched to Cricket. But it's not even about the money. The reason I didn't want to switch phones is because phone companies are trash. They're all manipulative assholes. So I finally sat down, did the switch. And I just let the guy smooth talk me and treat me like an idiot. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. Really? Oh, wow. That's cool. Just give me my phone, you stupid bastard. I try to be nicer, but God, I hate phone salesmen. They're such assholes. You want to tell me why? When, why, and how? We're now officially going on a rant here. The message is done. We're just ranting. When, why, and how this piece of plastic is $20 fucking. This little piece of just... Anyways. On a positive side, I got a new phone. I finally bit the bullet, dealt with it, and paid out the cash, and got a new phone. So hopefully my messages will start being a little... Not the messages itself, the videos. Will start being a little more clearer, prettier. Little too revealing there. You can see my beard in HD. Ooh. I should shave. Anyways. New phone. That was the point of that. New phone. New phone, who dis? So small update there. I've been slowly and steadily rebuilding my life. Or making it workable and more comfortable. As I grow, that's been part of the whole experience. I've never had to start from zero. Sure, my family wasn't well off, but starting from zero is different. I'm basically playing real life Minecraft. Is essentially what I'm doing. Real life Minecraft. You start off in some woods with clothing and you're just like, well, time to learn to survive. Let's go punch a tree. So that's essentially what I'm doing now. And it's like, alright, I've got these tools. Let's not die. So in the meantime, I gotta work at 5, so that's only 4 hours of computer time. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Totally spaced off there. Forgot I was recording. Any other updates? Nah, I guess that's it. It's been a weird time. It's been a weird, painful, pain in the ass process, but it is kind of nice to get to know yourself, you know? We go our whole life being told who we are by other people constantly. It is kind of nice to know who you are and not who people want you to be. That's a big part of the ego death. Just figuring out who you are. Alright, I'm gonna call it. Call it.